Hello guys and welcome back to another episode of the Burnout Paradise Remastered Let's Play on the Couches and Cables channel, where today, as you can predict, we are playing with some bikes today again. So, switching it back up to this. I'm pretty sure at this point I've pretty much showed off all of the base content for this game in terms of what there is to do. So, you know, we're just kind of going back and doing some stuff we've already showed off, but still have yet to complete. So, last time we consistently did the, we consistently played, in the middle of the day. We got some burning rides done. Today, we're gonna switch it up, and we're gonna play, doing some midnight rides. So, apologies if the screen is a bit dim and hard to see. I know it's not exactly, you know, the most YouTube-friendly type of content, but it is what is required to play this game, unfortunately. So, you know, I'm not actually trying to beat road rules today. I just want to get to a midnight ride, and here's the nearest one right here. But, you know, another reason why I wanted to do bikes today is because I do have some news to share regarding the channel and some equipments that we may or may not be using in the future, but I have a plan to switch things up a bit. Alright, hey, look, that same path that we take a lot. Anyway. Alright, so here we go. Doing our first midnight ride, but basically, to, you know, kick things off on what I was gonna talk about in terms of the channel and some potential equipment changes. Basically, I got for super cheap compared to the usual price. I think so. This type of equipment that I bought is normally I think $400, and I got it for like $120. So quite a steal, if I would say so. Ouch. I just totally bonked myself into the wall. And this piece of equipment that I am referring to is called the Rode Streamer X. For the longest time, I've been using Elgato capture cards ever since, well, the start of the channel. Now, at the very beginning, we just used phones to record, but before I could, you know, invest in something like that. But then I had the regular base Elgato capture card, I think just the HD60. Then I got the HD60 Pro when I got a new computer. That's the one that's built into the PC itself. And then finally I've been using the Elgato HD60X because I got a laptop, and you know, I've been very happy with the setup. It's pretty portable, and you know, for the most part, this capture card has been good. The only problem I have with the HD60X that I haven't noticed with the other capture cards I used in the past is sometimes, ooh, perfect, so midnight ride right here. Love that. Oh, are we going all around the map this time? I think we are. Oh no, we're going to the country club. Okay, fair enough. But the only problem I have with this capture card is sometimes there's some audio desync issues. With mainly, for some reason, it's specifically when I use the Wii U. I have to use like an external, I have to capture audio a different way just by plugging a mic into the TV. For some, it's really weird. I don't know why, and it's specifically only with the Wii U. It doesn't happen with any other consoles. But other than that, it's been great. It works amazingly. But what's so special about the Streamer X, to kind of loop back around and continue my initial point? Wow, it really wants me to go this way, huh? Okay, sure, I guess. I felt like it would have been faster to go up there, but whatever. But to continue my point, what's so great about the Streamer X is that it is both a capture card and an audio interface. And for those that don't know, audio interfaces are basically just what allow you to plug a XLR microphone into a computer. Because a lot of microphones, especially when you're recording stuff like music-wise, or even with like professional microphones, they have an XLR connector. They don't just plug in USB. Most microphones are not USB. So you need an audio interface. And for the longest time, I've been using, well, not the longest time, I shouldn't say that. Probably, I think for like 2 years now, I've been using this Zoom Live Track L8, which has been great. It's a 6-input, at least 6 microphone input mixer. It also has 4 individual outputs, so we can all use headsets. And that's kind of been our setup for once again, not the longest time, but for a hot minute now, that's been our setup. Before that, we've used a combination of like mic stands and even like recording with like headsets and phones and stuff like that. We've gone through a lot of different things, but like this is a primary difference here. Actually, I'm gonna check. Okay, good. There's actually a midnight ride literally right here, so let's do that. But I've basically just been very happy with the current setup that I have. The one thing about like everything right now is that it's a lot of different stuff. I have a capture card. I have this big mixer. I mean, it's not huge, but it's decent sized. It can't fit in a backpack. Right. I have my laptop. I have 4 different headsets that I have to bring. So it's a little bulky of a setup, and it works. It's great. Super happy and super thankful I've been able to have this setup, to be honest. It definitely took a while to accumulate all of this gear over the course of needing to work and pay rent and doing all that stuff. It was not, it took a few years to get to where we are. But like I've been recently considering doing kind of like a bit of a 180 and selling, my mixer and my headsets, and now I have this Streamer X. I'd probably sell the other capture card I have too now, and I'm considering just using the Streamer X and then switching to wireless microphones, little maybe lap mics. I'm just considering it because one of the biggest things about the Streamer X, and one of the reasons why I can't necessarily use the headset thing that I've been using forever, is it only has 1 microphone input. So that's an issue, right? I would need an external mixer anyway to have it go from the mixer, combine it down to 1 channel, get it into the Streamer X, and that's what I'm trying to avoid, right? Is having that extra piece of equipment that I don't want. So what instead I can do is get a wireless mic system. I've actually been researching one. I forget what it's called. I keep forgetting the name of this thing. It's like the something Vimo Q, I think, is what it's called. But basically, it has 1 receiver box and then 4 basically what are they called? Lapel mics? I always forget the name of this too. Also, I keep getting really lucky, with just midnight rides spawning exactly where I need to be. But yeah, so basically, you have those 4 receivers, 1 receiver, 4 transmitters, which are the mics themselves, that you just clip onto your shirt. And, and then them being wireless means that, you can walk around and, get up. And, it's also going to make significantly less noise because you don't have to worry about, touching the cable. I don't know if I can show this off here while I'm driving, but, I don't know if you can hear, some of that. I was just well, you can definitely hear this, right? That right there, tapping the mic. It can get pretty annoying. And so with a mic setup like that, I think we would avoid that. And it would also be a lot more lightweight. Actually, surprisingly, also a lot cheaper too. So, maybe I should have considered this to begin with. But here we are, right? We got a system, but I'm still considering it. I don't know if it's going to benefit. I'm still trying to do a bit more research on if the wireless mic setup is viable. I'm a little bit worried about some stuff like latency. I'm still considering we would still have to, at least one of us, right? Probably myself would still at least need headphones to make sure everyone sounds right during the recording, because that's a big thing. Is if you're not listening to yourself, or at least if someone's not listening to the setup. Also, I think I went the wrong way. Yeah, I totally went the wrong way. But I know what I can do to fix this. There's a little thing right here, and I hope this is faster. Might not be, but what I'm going to try to do is do this right here. Oh, yeah. Anyway, it was just like totally not paying attention to the game. Lol. But yeah, so, I'm still considering, and basically this setup would also be so much more portable. Like, I would just need the Streamer X, the wireless mics, and the computer, and I guess a pair of headphones. It might be that we all still need to use headphones, because a big problem when you don't use headphones is that means you have to have like the TV speaker on, and that can create feedback. That it's hard to isolate that sound if everyone else is hearing it. It can get picked up by the mics unless you have the volume like super low, which isn't exactly the most like enjoyable thing. You want to hear the game, so we still might need to use like headphones, and at that point, like, that kind of defeats the whole purpose if we need headphones anyway. So like I said, this is just a lot of pros and cons to this setup. I might just end up like, I'm actually, after this recording, I'm planning on testing the Streamer X here. I still haven't tested it yet, believe it or not. I was gonna do it for today's recording. I was considering it, but I was like, I don't want something to go wrong on recording and then I lose it, and I want to do like a more safe test. I'm not actually trying to get this road rule, by the way. I'm once again heading towards this midnight ride that's right here. Not too bad, a little bit further away this time, but that's okay. There we go. Let's just keep doing them. We're still not even halfway through the recording. I'm just breezing through these because I've been distracted talking about stuff. But I figured, it's a good time to have a conversation with these motorcycle things, because, not to say this is boring content, but it is a lot more passive than the rest of this game, right? You're just driving by yourself, doing your thing, so definitely makes for a good opportunity for story time, in my opinion. All right, yes, this way. I agree. I was gonna go this way too. All right, but yeah, I'm trying to think if I've really pinched off all my turds here, so to speak. If there's anything else that I wanted to talk about this setup. I don't know. It's just, once again, it's all very early stages. I've talked about this to Tanya and the dynamic duo, which I know it's been a while since there's been dynamic duo content. I apologize. It's just, fuck it. I wanted to go that way. Okay, that kind of added some time, but that's okay. Not the end of the world. First of all, she has been sick. Second of all, we've been busy with moving and just with kind of having some... I wheelie did it. I apparently did a wheelie. But, yeah, just some busyness going on at the moment. We were gonna record this weekend, but then she got sick, so so we couldn't do it. But guys, I promise, like, nothing's going on. She's still here. Just we're just in the middle of a interesting period where things are busy, and we're just kind of doing this content in the meantime. I would have done this anyway, but just at a less rate, right? We got the Super Mario Odyssey series that I'm doing, but yes, we will finish the Crossy Road Castle series, and then we're definitely gonna have our stuff ready in time for Mario Party. Super Mario Party Jamboree. That's, we're definitely going to do that, like, day one. So that's happening for sure. Do not worry about that. But yeah, that's basically what's been going on there. But, to kind of come back to what I was saying, I talked about this whole setup with her, and she seems intrigued. So, having the wireless mic might just be more convenient. But once again, like, I don't know, is it going to be like really annoying having to feel that mic on my shirt? Like, you know, is it going to be like a sensory thing? I don't know. Apparently there's a midnight ride back here, so let's head back this way. Oh yeah, literally right here. Perfect. Yeah, I just, you know, a lot of things I need to look up and make sure. At the end of the day, I'm probably just gonna have to, like, buy the system, the wireless system anyway, and then just test it out for myself, and then if it sucks, I can return it, right? Most of the time. Hopefully. Alright. So I'm gonna do this a bit differently this time. I'm gonna head down this way and then use the railroad. Is my plan. Hopefully this is faster. The game does not know what I am doing. It thinks that I'm being silly and not listening to it, but that's not the case. Well, I am being silly. I am not listening to it, but I have a plan. That's what I'm saying. Goodness gracious. It is hard to see, like, you know, having to do this stuff at midnight. I have to remember to change the time, by the way, once I'm done with this. You know, it's been better recording during the day, so I think when I'm not doing this, which this might be, like, the last episode I did, well, there's probably going to be some extra stuff, but when I'm not doing the midnight rides, like, I'm playing the rest of the game, I think it's been generally better recording during the day, in my opinion. And you guys can let me know down in the comments if you prefer the daylight cycle between switching night and day. You can let me know, but, like, personally, I've been enjoying doing these during the day, and it's been better for thumbnails, too. Like, I don't even know what I'm going to do for a thumbnail for this episode, because it's all just going to look like darkness, so... might have a not so great thumbnail for this episode. We'll see, right? But yeah. So you know, let me know also. Like, I don't know if you guys have any bad experiences with wireless mics too. You know, let me know. I am. Oh Jesus, that was bad. I am planning on not like. I'm not getting like a super expensive thing, right? But I'm also not going to get like the cheap like $20 wireless mics on Amazon. You know, it's going to be somewhere like middle ground road, right? So hopefully it's, you know, expensive enough that it's not going to cause me issues, but also like, you know, I can't just like spend $1,000 on these mics. So it's somewhere in between. But yeah, we'll just, you know, see how that goes. I guess we got a midnight ride in the middle of the freeway right here. Can't I? There's like a jump right here, isn't there? Yes, there is. Okay, perfect. So I can get right here. Do this. Nice. Where does this go?
You are here.
Yeah, southwest of the Naval Yard. Oh, good. This route again. But at least I can take the freeway this time, which is not something we see too often in this game. So let's do it. Drive safely. Yeah, I don't know. Sure, I will. Proceeds to not. So, yeah, lots of fun stuff going on right now. Doing some transitioning, and you know, this obviously I'm hoping this will segue into, you know, having 4-player content. I don't know if it's gonna come by the time for this new Mario Party to release. I'm hoping to at least do a session of this Mario Party game with 4 players at some point. But that's like, you know, we'll see what happens. Okay, let's exit this way. It's just been like this definitely the moving process and like some scheduling and stuff going on right now. Oh, this sucks. Okay, no, this doesn't. There's an exit right here. It's like not exactly what I had in mind. There we go. Perfect. But yeah, just things are busy, and you know, I think in the next coming weeks though, we'll maybe have some lightened up time to start doing those 4-player sessions. They're not gonna, you know, we're not gonna increase our upload frequency having those. Basically, my plan, I guess I'll just talk about this now while I'm here. My plan is to have, the once a day upload, and also having that every other day single player thing. So basically what we're going to do is... Oh, is this the whole around the map? Yeah, this one's the whole around the map thing. Alright, let's do it. 9 minutes, apparently. Jeez. Wants me to go on Hall? The frick? Why would I do that? That is a really random turn. Yeah, I think this was faster. It literally went down by a 0.1 mile. Anyway. Yeah, so, the plan is to have four player videos released a week, and then 3 of the dynamic duo ones. So it'll be like a thing, like, I don't know, like, I think I even like put this in a spreadsheet of the schedule, but like it's like, Saturday or Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, or something like that will be the 4-player content, and then Monday, Wednesday, Friday will be the dynamic duo content, and then just every other day will be a single-player series, which is not going to be permanent, by the way. I am planning on, once I've played through my childhood games, because that's basically what I'm trying to do with single-player series. There's been some exceptions, like that newer Super Mario Bros. DS mod. That's not a childhood game. I just really, really wanted to check it out, and didn't have anyone else that was interested in playing that. So, like, there are some exceptions, but like for the most part, once I played through my childhood games, that I wanted to do single player. I'm eventually, the goal is for this channel to be purely multiplayer content. Eventually, so just a heads up, and maybe in the future I'll kind of go back to playing these games. I mean, not to say that like I don't play childhood games multiplayer. For example, Super Paper Mario, that was a childhood favorite game of mine, but I played it as the dynamic duo one just because Tanya was very interested in seeing that one. So they were like, okay, we'll do it as a dynamic duo series. So it just depends, right? But eventually, like I said, maybe even before I've finished playing through childhood games of mine, maybe we'll switch back to doing these in multiplayer. Well, I say multiplayer, but you know what I mean, like multiple person commentary, probably just 2 people setting, because generally speaking, I do enjoy it more. I don't know. I genuinely didn't know if I should go on the railroad or not. I probably should have. Yeah, I definitely should have. That was a mistake on my part. So, oopsie. But I can at least keep going down this way for now, it looks like. Yeah. Okay. Anyway. It was a bit of an oopsie. Definitely should have taken the railroad. I think that would have been faster. Alright. But yeah, just some good channel plans, a little bit of some couches and cables and news for you guys today, for everyone actually interested in that, in hearing about this stuff, just randomly inserted in a Burnout episode, which, for those of you watching this series in the future, you're probably like, and why should I care about this? And, I understand. I apologize. That's, definitely a real concern. But it is fun to just talk about channel plans, and I hope that's okay. And even for those of you in the future, I hope it's kind of fun to see where I am, right? Hear that documented progress. It could be a year from now, and you're like, well, no shit. Like, I already know all this stuff. But, like, then you can figure out, oh, this is when it happened, right? I don't know. Maybe. But yeah, I don't think there's anything else really. I'm trying to think like anything else about the channel that's coming up or happening, but I think that's pretty much it. I've obviously blabbered on a lot about the new Mario Party game that I want to play. I've talked about that before, so I don't need to talk about that anymore. And I think I've pretty much concluded my thoughts about the new setup that I'm planning on doing. And yeah, we'll just see. Literally after this recording, I'm gonna test that Streamer X, and maybe I plug it in, and maybe it's just not working, and I'm like, well, well, shit, I can't really do that. Technically, I don't need the Streamer X to do the whole wireless system anyway. Like, I can just plug it into the computer directly. It is a USB thing. It has the USB option, but it also has that like mic input option. So it's got both. So I don't need that Streamer X, and maybe that's something I'll do. Maybe I will switch to wireless mics, but still use the Elgato capture card, right? Just we'll see. Still very unsure. Still in the workings of figuring this out. One thing I have heard about wireless mics that would be a bit of a problem is people say that, well, I guess less so speaking about wireless mics and more so speaking about lapel mics in general. I feel like there's a different name for them. I think lapel works, but I think there's a different name. Yeah, I'm just literally blanking on it. Lol. Oh my gosh, what happened there? I didn't even know what happened. I think I hit that top thing. But yeah, just the one thing people say is that they can like pick up more noise and more reverb in a reverberant space. And unfortunately, with this new apartment that we just moved into, it's got basically, I think it's, what is it? What's the word? Not tile, but it's not carpeting, right? So I'm actually like, I was worried when I was recording in here that it was going to sound very reverberant and very shitty, but it actually with the headset it sounds totally fine in my opinion. I went back into it. Ooh, there's a night ride right here. Yeah, let's just do that. I think this might be the last one I do for today. Hopefully once I finish this we'll be at 50%, because that would be awesome, and then we can just do like 2 more episodes of bikes, and then that's perfect. I guess I did beat that night road roll. Kind of funny. All right, where are we going? To the wind farm, it looks like. Yeah.
Northwest to the wind farm.
Makes sense. All right, I see a path that I think I can take. All right. So, I forgot what I was saying. I was saying something important, I feel like. Oh yeah, I was talking about the thing. So yeah, some people say that the lapel mics pick up more of that reverb, and like they pick up more background noise and stuff like that. So that could be an issue. I could use it and then it totally sounds like reverbed out, and I'm like, well, I can't really, it doesn't sound good, and then I can't use it, and then I have to use headsets. We're still like, I still haven't put everything into our apartment yet. There's still like, we need to put a couch in here, there's some decorations, there's some rugs and stuff like that, and that will help for sure. That will help down the reverb a bit, having basically some carpet and more stuff. And so once all that's said and done, it might not be an issue, but is definitely oh god, we want to go this way, is definitely a concern. So I should have just gone the way that I wanted to go. I don't know if this is smart or not, but whatever. It's a very interesting path. Very interesting for sure. Okay. So yeah, we'll see, right? We'll see with everything. It's definitely going to have me turn left up here, right? There's no way, yeah. Okay. So this is not the path I had in mind. I was going to go up that Nelson way and then go uphill drive. But I suppose this works. This seems to get me there in a timely fashion. So we'll go with it. And yeah, so I think that's, pretty much a perfect place to... Goodness. That car just is driving off. Like, they don't give a shit that they ran me over. But I think it's a pretty good place to end off the episode here once we finish this race. And then I'd like to see, are we at 50%? I was not paying attention. Like, at all. I hope we're at 50%, because that would be perfect. Perfect timing. But we'll see. 47? Ugh. Okay, well... Is there anything... There's nothing nearby, is there? Let's just... Not really. Yeah, it's a little bit far away. Okay, it's fine. It'll be a little bit uneven, but I don't know. It was like a perfect place to end off here. Here, I'll get this time road roll, I guess, while I'm here. And watch like this. Dang it. Oh, come the fuck on. It put me way back up here. Bro. For real. It's annoying. Alright, let's try this again. Oh, that's not gonna work. Okay, I give up. I give up. I give up. Whatever. Oh, it actually put me down here. Is this even gonna work? I don't give up. I changed my mind. What's the time that we need? Oh. I put it on, I think, the online thing. So this is not gonna work, is it? I doubt that that actually beat the night road rule, did it? I doubt. Oh, it did. Wow. Huh. Anyway, let's end off today, right? I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode of the Burnout Paradise Remastered Let's Play. Next time we're gonna switch it back to the usual, just playing some races content, and you know, doing all that. So hopefully you enjoyed. Be sure to press on that like button and subscribe if you have not done so. Sometimes I don't even know why I say that. Like, you guys are probably subscribed, right? I assume. Because if not, then, you know, that button's there. Just saying. But, yeah. I will see you guys for our next time where we go down here, just drive into the junkyard so I can end off the episode at a pretty perfect place, right? Yeah, I say it's a good place to end off. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later.